Look, it's a war going on. Niggas versus black folk. Niggas with these switches versus our past hope. Dreams of what the king said didn't last though. Some black folks say Martin Luther King dream wasn't even what they asked for. But hindsight is clairvoyant. No eyesight to see the snare's voyage. Treading through them waters with a bear's buoyance. Said we gon' float regardless. These environments could've broke the heartless, but instead the fire within would show where the heart is. Every bar I spit, I mean it. These are the verses that I was thinking when I came up with the hook for king shit, yeah. Same goes for black royalty. When I speak, it's not a nuance. And every thought been fostered by the truth bond that I made with myself. We listen to genocide over instrumentals, then wonder why this genocide's living in our mental. We listen to genocide over instrumentals, then wonder why this genocide living in our mental. Shouts to Blake, I know they understand this type of motion that I move on. Combats the cancerous, cause it's a war going on. Niggas versus the black folk. Some white people listen like, oh, I didn't know that was happening. Keep on rapping then. Niggas versus black folk, that's all that I know. Blacks versus niggas, that's all that I know. I know. Niggas versus black folk, that's all that I know. I know. Blacks versus niggas, that's all that we know. We know, we know, we know, we know, we know, we know. That's all that we know. That's all that we know. It's a war going on. Two ways of thinking. And if you talk like this, they say you preaching. Well, let me preach then. And I take that badge. They say I'm a conscious rapper, cause I don't talk about gangster shit. That ain't that bad, not to me. That gangsta shit ain't got us nowhere, but it did get us in the same locks and chains we used to wear before the smoke cleared. They turned the whole prison into a business, then they put nothing but us off in this shit crazy. The numbers are staggering, the money's the catalyst that twisted the knife after the dagger was in. If this is life now, then imagine the end. Yeah, if this is life now, then imagine the end. Look, if this is life now, then imagine the end. Niggas versus black folk, that's all that I know. Blacks versus niggas, that's all that I know. I know. Niggas versus black folk, that's all that I know. I know. Blacks versus niggas, that's all that we know. We know, we know, we know, we know, we know, we know. That's all that we know. That's all that we know. Yeah, it's a war going on. I put my fist up like Jesse Owens, the polar opposite of Donald Goins. That's my point I'm trying to get y'all to see. We got the same skin tone, but it's two sides to that leaf. And trust I know, both with strange fruit on that tree. Billie Holiday, spoken through me. Really all we wanted was peace. Too many deceased, yeah. Just wanted to cease, yeah. They wanted to be blood, they wanted to see crib. All of this foolery, shit. Misguided unity, yeah. But divided you and me. Had to get this off, my chest had been way too long. Cause it's a war going on. Cause it's a war going on. Between niggas versus black folk, that's all that I know. Blacks versus niggas, that's all that I know. I know. Niggas versus black folk, that's all that I know. I know. Blacks versus niggas, that's all that we know. We know, we know, we know, we know, we know, we know. That's all that we know. That's all that we know.
What's good? What's good? What's good? We're in the building, man. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sound like I'm finna say an Easter speech. Man, this is a very special day, especially for myself. because I've been waiting for this day for so long. Y'all just don't know. It's YJ Day, baby. You feel me? It's YJ Day, baby. And salute to everybody that's in the building, man. Charlize slid through the door right off rip, man. Thank you for being here, Charlize. That's family. Yeah, D-Love, my angel. That's family. Salute to D-Love in the building. If I can't count on nobody, I can count on y'all, man. Salute, salute. We got 80s baby in the building. Salute, salute, salute. Hog TV, I'm not familiar with you, but appreciate you for sliding through. Yeah. Got my bro in the building, Flash Mob. Uno! Great live last night, my brother. Thank you for tuning in. Cause we got a show for y'all tonight, man. We got a show for y'all tonight, man. And like I said, it's special to me because this brother is one talented brother. And he's like no other. He don't rap about the things that everybody else rap about. But the lyrical content, the delivery, the wordplay, put it all together. And you got the author, man. You got the author. One of the dopest. And I stand on that, man. I stand on that. What else we got in the building? Got some name, NWEKT Deuce. Oh, I know that ain't who I think that is. Man, what's happening, bro? Man, thank you for sliding through, man. Deuce in the building, man. What's good, fam? Man, that's big, man. Nationwide entertainment. Already, man. Appreciate you for coming through, Deuce, man. That's love, bro. I heard your goddamn verse on this album. Whew! Deuce, I don't know why you playing with yourself, man. You need to, hey, I ain't gonna push the issue, but boy, you killed that motherfucker, bro. Real shit, man. Real shit, bro. Yeah, man. Thank y'all for sliding through, man. But of course, y'all know what we here for, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. But this brother I'm gonna bring up on the panel with me, man, is a artist. If you actually look up the word artist, you'll probably see his face next to the definition. Like my brother saying my song, he stand alone. And he's comfortable with that shit. He's mixed and helped produce several projects from the prior group of BMG. I think, 3 of them? Deuce know. I know. Nicky Nuno. This dude has put in work. This is the second entry of the Truth Forum. And on his album, he said, fuck Volume 1. I said, well, damn. But hey, Volume 2, man. But I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. Let me go ahead and bring up the man of the day, the man of the hour, my motherfucking brother. I call him Jizzle. Y'all might know him as YJ the Author, man. Y'all welcome my bro to the motherfucking stage.
What's good? What's good?
What's good, homie?
Where we at with it, boss?
Man, hey, cheers, my brother. Cheers.
Chilling. I see my people in the building. What's good? Good to see you, Slim Hog. That Hog TV, or what does it say? Hog. That's my big bro right there, man. Blood brother, man. That's
That's your
blood.
bro. Oh, so
Yeah.
salute then. Shit, I ain't
My
know
middle
that.
name, my middle name James. His middle name James.
Okay.
That's just how all the boys on the men's side or men's side of the family. We got James as a middle name.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, that's my
salute, big
bro.
brother.
Definitely Deuce. Salute to the regulars in here, D Love, Shalice, and all them 80s baby. Flash Mob, what's good? Initial D, that's Deuce's little brother. Uh, so
That's
yeah,
what's up.
definitely salute to the people for coming out, man.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate y'all for coming through, man, because, you know, we talk about giving people their flowers, man, and this is an opportunity to give a man his flowers who put in so much hard work when it comes to mixing and mastering and putting songs together. There's no person I've ever met, and it's a pleasure
Man,
to know this dude and say, hey, I worked with him. So, man, salute
I
to,
appreciate that. I
yeah,
appreciate that, man. You done rolled the red carpet out for the bro, man. Salute, man.
that,
Definitely, man. Cupcake in the building, what's good? Crucial done stepped through the back door, what's good?
yeah, man, salute to Nikki New in the building, Crucial K in the building. So, yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and crank things up, man, and get this interview underway. We're going to be playing some of the jams from TTF V2. Have to make sure I get that right, man. The True Form, Volume 2, man. So, man, if y'all have any questions for the homie, you can drop them in the chat, and I'll definitely try to get to them. But in
Yes,
the
indeed.
meantime, it's Jizzle Day. All right?
Shalice in the building, what's good? I think I missed you earlier. Melanated Agenda, Cupcake in here.
Yeah, y'all.
Definitely good to see y'all too, man. That MA and Cupcake, as far as YouTube, they got to be the day one. If I consider day one supporters of my music, it would be MA and Cupcake, because I appreciate everybody, but them two right there, they been supporting me for a long time, man, for some years. So
Yeah,
definitely much appreciated.
yeah, they definitely been around ever since I've known you, and they ain't went nowhere. So most
Yeah,
definitely salute to those ladies, and definitely salute to the bros in the building, Big Bro, Deuce. So man, let's go ahead and crank up, man. So when did you start rap? When did you start rapping, man?
uh, I mean, that's one of them questions where who knows the actual time, day, year. I do know, when Rap City was still on, we had tapes and we record over whatever you could get your hands on. But I'm gonna just, I guess, go forward fast to me moving when I moved down to Plano, Texas, uh, with my mama, staying with my brother, man. Hog in the chat, Hog TV. Uh, yeah, it had to start from there. I remember my mom bought a computer for me. I think it was for one of my birthdays or something. Um, but prior to that, my pops in KC, when I started making beats, uh, it was even younger than that. Because there was something called MTV Music Generator, and on PlayStation, like we made beats on a controller on PlayStation. So it definitely go back, man. But as far as the digital era and tracking out songs and starting to plot things and getting Fruity Loops in line, and Deuce was a part of that the whole time, man. And my brother as well back then, it was definitely, man. The stew was the stew for real. 4 5 people in that thing. People leaving with updates on CDs. 2 and 3 songs on a CD just because we finished the song. We got to put it on a CD and put that junk on in the car. And my big Brody Impala with that Bam Bam in the trunk. Yeah, so definitely it's been a minute. That question I could go on for forever on just that, but
Okay.
definitely, I would say around 13, 14, 15. That's when, you know, it was like, this is the shit. I wasn't playing sports. Uh, I wasn't no, I mean, you play whatever you get, whatever, whatever. But, you know, yeah, the music was my sport. Put it like that.
All right, we're gonna get back to that what you just said, but we're gonna wait a little later.
Yeah.
So another question I have is, and I don't know if I ever asked you this personally, but how did you come up with the name YJ the author?
Well, I think when I was real young, and my brother could, maybe attest to this, it was Lil Nate, but it wasn't like a serious rap name or nothing. I think people called me that, but YJ is just Young James. I would be with my brother. He, I'd be out with him, and I was the youngest person always if I was with him because he 5 years older than me. Uh, so yeah, it was just Young, and my middle name James, Young James. The Arthur part came in later when I really, basically, when I stopped making beats. I stopped making beats for a reason. Excuse me. I stopped making beats because I have more enjoyment and I get more pleasure out of writing because I feel like the actual words are more powerful than the music that they're playing over. Uh, so that's why even on this project, some of the beats that I chose them for a reason. Like some beats I'll choose because I don't want you to be distracted by the beat being so epic. Sometimes I just like a free open beat with just a little sample playing and hardly no drums, just so my words can cut through that beat more. So the Arthur part came later, around before TTF1, but you know now I'm trying to take the Young off the name, so now it ain't Young no more. The Y stands for WHY, and then there's two invisible words that you got to put in there. Why is James the Arthur? That's what it stands for. Now I ain't gonna do like Young Dro and just be Dro. I'm not gonna do like Young Jeezy and just be Jeezy. I'm gonna be why is James the Arthur? And when you listen to my music, you're gonna hear why I'm the Arthur.
Absolutely, yeah. You actually got a song on this album.
Yeah,
Why James the author, and he
why is James
tells
the
you.
Arthur?
He definitely tells you, and that's definitely a great story. And I like the way you delivered that, man. Just like your delivery in music. But of course, I think you already explained us. But for those who may have missed it, tell the people where you're from, which you kind of broke that down a little bit ago. But some people might have
Right.
missed it. And
Yeah.
what brought you to where you're at right now?
I mean, it's a telltale story about how families work and family dynamics move along over time. I was living with my father until the age of around 13 or 14. Uh, my parents split when I was maybe 5, and my mother was she was a housewife basically, and so whenever she got in the position to where she could really, uh, you know, flourish with us, she did that, and she's done that, and she's been the greatest mother a mother could be. Like I'm just saying, uh, to me, and I really feel like that. So when 13 uh, kicked off, she moved down here because she was working for a company, and the company, they're basically, from what I remember, it was something to the fact of, the job is here now, so go here. The company finds you, the city where the buildings and stuff. So we basically moved for basically an occupational reason. My mother moved down here, and then later, I moved down here as well. So that's basically why I'm down here, and I'm glad it happened. I feel like there's some sort of uh, bigger reason why things happen like that. I could always say, where would I be if I was still in Kansas City? And to be completely honest with you, I don't think I would be where I'm at now if I was there. But you never know though. So you're on mute.
My fault.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the chat real quick because I see that Deuce put a comment in here. He said if you could pull that
Hey,
2005 Leatherwood song out, it'll blow some minds. How
hey,
good that song is. Talk to us
man,
about the song, bro.
huh?
Talk to us about this song. I ain't never heard that.
Man, Leatherwood. Hey, it was, you know, in Texas, when it come to Texas music, when I got down here, man, it was, you know, Dallas, Swisher House, it was Zero, Devin, Swisher House, DSR, uh, you know, all them Tom, Fatback. So there's a car culture that kind of was going on in Texas. And if y'all remember back, you know, back in them times when Texas, you would see Texas. They had their little time when it, you know, everybody got their time. Georgia had their time. Florida got their time. When Texas had it, what you see in all the videos, you seen nothing but cars with the
Because
foes and the
swing.
mustard. The swingers on the mustard and mayo. So that's kind of when I got down here. That's kind of what was going on. And that song Leather and Wood, that's what it meant. Leather and Wood. Yeah. I remember that Deuce, man. And I remember you told me, you was like, and then Deuce told me, like, man, you gotta find that beat because I actually produced it. I made the beat to it. So yeah, most definitely. Jody Mack in the building. What's good? I see you, JJ, in the
Jody
building. That's
Mack.
another one, man. That's another day one. Deuce, JJ, Initial D, Hog, man, it's day one, man. I've been making music with JJ Deuce D for man. I was 14, 15. We putting out albums and shit. So most definitely.
I'm gonna say this, man. I like I said earlier, man. I thank y'all brothers for sliding through, man, because I feel like I know y'all. Because Jizzle, he done told me a lot about all of y'all, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
And I can go in some stores, but you know, it's YJ Day. But salute to y'all for coming support your bro, man. That means a lot to me. I'm pretty damn sure it means a lot to him.
Oh yeah, man. It's good to see y'all brothers in here. It's good to see my day ones in here, man. That's
Nationwide.
the inception, man. That's the nutshell of what the fuck was going on. Me and Deuce basically learned how to make beats together. Like when Fruity Loops, when we first got a hold of Fruity Loops, it was me and Deuce on that bitch, man. 2 in the morning trying to figure that shit out, man. And the shit just, you know, over time, man, you just get better. But you know, it is what it is, man.
True that. All right. So what's your thoughts on the title, Conscious Rapper? What's your thoughts on that, man?
My thoughts on the title Conscious Rapper. I'd rather have that title than Drill Rapper. I'd rather have that title than Gangster Rapper. I'd rather have that title than any other title. If you're going to put a title, because you can't control what title somebody else puts on you. I don't put myself in Conscious Rapper title. I don't put myself in that box. But if I talk about a socio-political issue on a song, or if I talk about something that's going on in the world, you know, if you label me because I do that, you can go ahead and do that. That's cool with me. I don't really care what you label me. What you're not gonna say is that I ain't dope. What you're not gonna say, what you're not gonna say is that when it comes to putting words together, when it comes to putting choruses together, when it comes to that's not what you're gonna say. I'm not. So so I don't give a damn. The title, hey, I'm indifferent.
Talk
That's
your
that's
shit.
short answer. I'm indifferent to the title, man.
Talk your shit, Jizzle. Talk your motherfucking shit.
Yeah, man.
All right, we got one more question, then we're gonna take a break and go into a jam off of the project. And
All
this
right.
question is a question that I think is asked to every artist mostly when they're interviewed. What
Right.
is your thoughts on the state of hip hop today?
What we at 2024, right? So we at 2024. We see what's going on. My thoughts on it. I guess I'm gonna just give a breakdown of what I see. What I see is uh, a lot of monkey see, monkey do. People. I see a lack of originality. I see people not pushing uh, themselves musically because the state of social media, it doesn't foster someone who wants to do that. Like the state of hip hop right now it's not gonna breed another Scarface. And I'm gonna use Scarface for example because of the Tiny Desk that he just did, where he showed out, man, and he showed what used to be going on. And if you just go to your feed right now and scroll down, you won't see any of that. So it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. But one thing I will say, when it comes to new artists and when it comes to word of mouth, that's where it's at, man. There's nothing like the word of mouth. There's nothing like some good old, just good music. Like, and that's the thing. It's so subjective. What is good music? So I can't really just jump down the throat of the newer generation because that's good music to them. So I let that be their good music, and I stay in my little corner, man. I stay in my little corner over here, and I listen to shit I like. I still like to go back and listen to my old No Limit, and I still like to go back and listen to my Brother Lynch and Sebo. Still like to go back and listen to my all the shit that I grew up on. So it is what it is, though. It's nothing we could do. You can't control culture. Culture has a mind of its own. So
true that. That's a great answer. You almost went where I didn't think you was gonna go, but great answer. So we're gonna go to the first song. And we actually already kind of talked about it a little bit because he told you why he changed it, or how he's changing his name, should I say. So you want to go into the song, my brother?
This the Wise Jada Arthur?
Yeah.
Okay. Wise Jada Arthur. This song, it didn't even start out with a concept. I'll touch on a few topics. I think it is this the one that's kitchen sink as well. It's like I think this was kitchen sink, and I'm trying to remember how I split this shit up because I kind of did it last minute. But if I remember correctly, the last end of this song, and just some music hoopla for if you don't really understand exactly. But the last end of this song is called Kitchen Sink, and it's a concept, and that's what I do a lot. It's concept, kitchen sink, and it's basically be like the sponge on the kitchen sink when it comes to knowledge. Like, just soak it up. Be that sponge sitting on the kitchen sink. Speak less than you hear, type of thing. That's the concept of the last end. The first end, I think I was just kind of doing what I do. Wasn't really no big, concept to the first end of it, but
we still gonna check it out, man. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the first jam. It's not the first song on the album because the intro was killer dope. But this is Wise Jada Arthur, man. Y'all sit tight. Don't go no goddamn well. And yeah, this actually is one of them that has the kitchen sink at the end. So here we go.
Angelo Imani on the slap. Why is James the Arthur? That's the question. Why is James the Arthur? Yeah, if I said a lie and it was more entertaining than the truth, would you let that fly? Hold up, what if the lie that was said was something you wanted to hear? Would that make the lie different? I'm so sadistic. I'd rather hear the truth that disappoints me. I'd rather go that route. So if I disappoint you, they know that now. This shit on my mind's got shit on its mind. It's been like that since the beginning of time. Open that damper, let me vent on this rhyme. Blow that smoke out while I sip on this winery. While Angelo tickle ivory. Let's go down this rabbit hole on this odyssey. Through this abyss that life provided me. This rabbit hole that I chose molded this spit inside of me. Not side of me, I said inside of me. Last week I spit some shit that had me feeling like Socrates. I blame it on that constant breeze that flows through me. As I vent, feel like my soul's cooling. Open the vents and let it flow through it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Open the vents and let it flow through it. Yeah. RJ the Arthur. Listen, look, I call these rappers Clark Kent. Let me explain. Cause before they go in the booth, they ain't talking about shit. They press record, they feel like Superman. Get out like who the man? Mindset just about as fragile as a hookah stand. Talk that shit just how you walk it. Talk that shit just how you live. Double back and make sure they felt that. What you get is what you give. That's why I cherish the fact that it's only one author dissected in compartments. Every bar's another department. Another portion at my heart lens. Is it art or we just doing this because it's part trend? I know this shit is saturated. 20 years and I'm still fascinated. I look past the fade and beat these beats up like Master made it. This my latest rendition. I stay persistent. I made provisions in place, and that's why I'm so indifferent to hate. My sentence get played like folks with no discernment. Just let me take you on this excursion. Why Jada Arthur? Listen, man, look. The mind gotta be like a sponge, man. It gotta be like that sponge sitting on the kitchen sink one time, you know, able to adapt to the situation, man. That's what it's all about, man. This is a concept I had real quick. Listen. Look, it's hard to think when you tryna speak, cause more is learned in observation. Be like the sponge on the kitchen sink. You gotta soak it up before you squeeze. But leave the bones on the plate. Just take notice of that what you leave. That might be what you need. Might have been just what you was missing. Gotta be just like that sponge in the kitchen. Now let it breathe. Let it air dry. Let it breathe. Let it air dry. Let it breathe. Please. Beautiful. Yeah. Back on it. Somehow it don't even feel like rap, don't it? The Arthur blueprints ain't what the map's showing. This a glimpse at what I had smoking. We started over after we had motion, but I learned from it. Them tides turning had my eyes burning. That foundation, we emerged from it. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. I soaked it up like a sponge sitting on the kitchen sink. Kitchen sink. Kitchen sink. I soaked it up like a sponge sitting on the kitchen sink.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's Young in the building. What's good?
Why is Jay the author / kitchen sink? And that song right there, that's just one of many on TTFV2, man. Make sure you go cop the project, man. This man put out 29 songs, people. It is available. It is available on his Bandcamp channel. So if you rock with YJ like I rock with YJ, man, go show the brother some love, man. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. You feel me? So yeah.
Yeah, I'm also gonna for the people if they don't want to sign in to Bandcamp and whatnot, I'm gonna drop this right here. I'm gonna drop that in the chat. If you want to just send a 12 to Truth Forum, Money Sign Truth Forum on Cash App, send a 12, and in the for description or where it says for whatever, put your email address, and I will send you a digital MP3 version of the full 29 songs. I think it's like 100 megabytes or something like that. So yeah, for the people who don't want to go through the whole process of going through that Bandcamp and signing up and registering with making an account and all that shit, if you want to just send the 12 there, I'll be good. I'll be good with that. I do you a solid on that one as well, man.
True
You
that.
know?
True that. True that. So I know this is the second volume, entry to the True Form. How did you come up with this name? Because I think didn't your wasn't your page called True Volume, True
Yeah,
Form?
that was my YouTube page was called The Truth Forum. And when I the first Truth Forum Volume 1, uh, it was 4 years ago. That was 2000. All right. No, 2020. I said 2000. Definitely wasn't 2000. You heard the shit from nah. But yeah, that was 2020 TTF Volume 1. And yeah, that one there, it was cool. It was cool, but I don't think I yet learned when it comes to structuring a bar structure. My bar structure wasn't where it's at now. That's what I will say. I had the idea, but it's certain things that I like to do on the mic that I take pride in, and you know the average listener when they listen they might not catch it, but it's like it's like an inside bar head type mentality that I have when it comes to writing. Uh, when it comes to how words flow into each other. If I like, and I think I might have mentioned this before, but when it comes to writing, say I finish my last bar with say I say silence is the last word. I'm a word nerd. I'm gonna just throw that out there. I'm a word nerd. I like words and I like how to make words flow together smoothly and seamlessly. That's my angle. A lot of the times I don't say shit just to say it, but I like if the word is silence and the last end of silence ends with a S, then the next bar that starts, if I say a word that starts with S, then there will be no transition or breath that's needed in between it. That's just one of the things that I do a lot to make the bar cleanly glide over the transition of the bar. Because after you rhyme, it kind of repositions you within the bar. So I don't know. It's a lot of different shit, man. I could talk about this shit all day, man. I'm sure you know, if we get Deuce up here, he definitely we could definitely talk about it, man.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop that link too. 'Cause I ain't gonna be selfish and have them up here by myself. If you want to come up here, Deuce, or Big Bro, Little Deuce brother, Jody Mack, feel free to come up here, man. Ladies, anytime, anytime. You know, our house is your house because y'all here to support, and we appreciate it. So what is the most meaningful song on this project to you?
Most meaningful would have to be uh, 35 bars, 35 years.
Why is that?
Because I basically, for every bar on the song, uh, it, I'm 35 years old and it's 35 bars, but that's not why it's so meaningful. It's so meaningful because I said why music, and I was saying things to show the power of music. And as a young age, how it kind of guided me. Like I had a bar on there where I was talking about how me and my brother used to ride our bikes to CD warehouse uh, and go get CDs. I had a bar on there when and you know that was shit. I was probably what 11 years old, 9 years old. You know, we riding. Actually I want to play that song, man. I played that song for my mom, and she started tearing up on me like because I had a bar about her. She used to play Lauryn Hill, a song called Zion.
Mm.
All right, it's Road to Zion, I think is the Lauryn Hill song. And that was a song that Lauryn Hill made about her about her son. And I remember my mom used to play that, and she used to tell me how this reminded her of her boys. I remember she used to play in that car, and she used to be looking in the rearview mirror and be jamming. So that I kind of seen what the power of music, what it could do, and I had a whole little scheme in there about that. Then I talked about my grandmother and how she used to play the blues, and I never understood the blues. But what I said basically on the song was I never understood the blues, but I never also understood what she went through as well. So how can I understand something if I never went through what she went through? So that was definitely, and I even had a positive bar about my father as well on there, talking about how he used to play the gospel, God-fearing man, but wasn't no stranger to life obstacles. Like it just, I don't know, it's just it's a very personal song. So I think definitely for sure that would have to be the one. That definitely would have to be the one that would be the closest to me. And when I seen my mother's reaction to the song, uh, and she subscribed to the channel, so that's cool as well. That she don't talk in the chat. She gonna watch from the bushes. She told me, she said, I see. But she I go type, but but it's good to see or to hear that my she does actually like the music that I do. So yeah, man. Salute to the people. Bams, I see you in the chat. T Bams in the building, July 11th.
Yes, sir. So
yeah.
you asked for it. I had to run to my other computer and make sure I got it on here. So we're gonna listen to it. Since my bro wanna hear it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Here it is. Since he spoke so much about it. And I heard the breakdown from you just now, of course, but also, I listened to the song and it was very creative on how you did it. So let's go ahead and share it with the people, man, because you can explain it all day, but it's different.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So here is 35 bars. Let's get it, man.
And double. Yeah. Let me pop my man. Hey. From bar one, I was the second seed. My Brody 5 bars older than me. Riding bikes through the town, trying to keep up to speed. On our way to the record store for a new CD. Like, who dropping this Friday? No mind of yours, we like this, our tape. My mom's taste was Lauryn Hill. Riding while she played that song Zion. Looking at me in the rearview mirror. I seen the power that music could build. That big old smile on her face was real. Yeah. My grandma loved the blues and I never understood, but I never walked a day in her shoes. I'm saying, that's all I'm saying. I understand, yeah. My pops listened to the gospel. God-fearing man, but wasn't no stranger to life's obstacles. Hell, nobody was. Taught me hard work, be nobody's scrub. Discipline was number one, but still I know that he loved. And my big brother told me lessons they ain't teach in school. Like street life and how that shit ain't cool. Like do what I say, not what I do. Play this game, you might end up fooled. I was hard-headed, but I kept that cool. Round this time it's bar 22. Community college, dropped out of school. I was paying $425 for a studio. First apartment, mice running through the pantry. One of them died, it smelled like arsenic. I was like, oh shit, went to the office. Told them, you gotta fix this. I ain't even wanna stay there. At bar 27, that was 2016. I broke up with a girl that I thought was a queen. Her mind wasn't there. That was 5 bars of my life invested. Checking these lessons off of my checklist. Bar 30, that's when things start opening up. Infatuated by the way things work. So this trade, the only thing I search. Bar 33, I'm almost there. Bar 34, I want some more. Bar 35, now ride out. Yeah. Ride out. Yeah. Every bar another year. I ain't ain't never heard it done before. Hey, I'm gonna give you some behind the scenes information. This song took me 77 takes to complete. Punch in.
Right out. Yeah.
Yeah, that was 35 bars, man. Another one. Another one, like DJ Khaled would say. So, we're gonna keep this show rolling, man. Salute to everybody who rocking with us tonight, man. On YJ Day.
Hit that like up, man. Hit them likes up. Let's get that right.
Most definitely. Most definitely. So I think I may know this process, but share to the people who may not know. You never know. You might have some young up and coming artists who listen. What's your process, man, when you creating music, man? Break it down to the people.
That's a hard. It's crazy. It's an easy question, but it's a hard question at the same time, man. Because there's really no process. The process is practice. The process is repetition. Uh, Boss, I know how long your catalog is, so I already know you can attest to what I'm saying when it comes to this shit. Now, your shit wasn't sounding like how it is now. Like, everybody's like that. Deuce music wasn't sounding like this when we started. Like, Jordan jump shot wasn't like it was in college. His turnaround and push off, the illegal push off that he used to do.
Don't do that.
yeah, I had to throw that in there for you. But yeah, man, it's repetition. I I look at music 7 days a week. Like there's not, like, on the lead up to this, the past 3 months, I've basically looked at music and dealt with it with my hands, engineering it or finding beats or anything. Or if I'm consuming, when I'm consuming, I'm listening. There's an artist by the name of Brother Lynch, in which uh, you know he was definitely an influence to, when it comes to his content and what he talked about. No, I don't agree with it, and I don't like it what he talks about. But you got to take the parts that really grab you, and the rest you got to spit it out, like the eat the meat, spit out the bones type of aspect. And that's what I did. That's what I do when I listen. I'm digesting. Uh, so when it comes to Lynch, it's the delivery, it's the cadence. That's all I'm listening to, really. The words, he was saying some wild shit, but the way he's saying it and the cadences which he's saying it, and the going from rapid flow to slow flow, rapid slow, and middle, and weaving it, and that's the shit I listen for. Nowadays we got J. Cole, which he kind of stays on the same, but you know, it, for that question, it's repetition and practice. It's so cliche, but that's what it is. Like the album TTLV2 wouldn't sound like this if I didn't do music consistently for the past 20 whatever years.
Mm.
Like, it's just practice. You whoever you want to go to in the NBA, from Gilbert Arenas to Baron Davis to Melo, all of them, they took a certain amount of jump shots a day, I bet you.
Oh, pretty sure.
You don't just go, so that's it, man. That's the process of that. Now, when it comes to recording, the actual process of recording is definitely changed. I used to write down every word that I spit on the mic. And right now, I punch in everything. I don't have this whole album. I probably don't have none of that shit written down, because I feel more comfortable just hitting the record and thinking about it. And when you do engineer, it gives you the ability to just sit there with the mic and just say what you want to say at the time that you want to say it, in the way that you think about it. Because if you write it down, and you write 16 bars, you get to bar 15. Do you remember how you said bar 3?
Nope.
So and that's the main thing that made me stop writing. I still write, but it's just I'm writing and engineering it all at the same time. Like when I finish the song, there's only little bit of tweaks that I got to go back and do because the song is basically already engineered and mixed when I finish because I'm doing all of that as I go. So as far as logistically, that's the process that I use. But that's not the only correct process. You know, there's some people they can remember how they said bar 4 when they rapping 16. So my memory's not that good. So I gotta do what I gotta work with the resources I got. My mental capacity is not that high. No.
Yeah. A lot of people wouldn't understand, when you have to engineer and record yourself, it is a lot easier to do it that way.
Yeah.
It's like mental writing. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I get it. I definitely get it.
And that's why I would never say I freestyle. And like that's why I don't want people to, hear like, oh, he doesn't write, so that means he's freestyling. No, I'm writing. It's just I'm writing little segments at a time in my head and
Right.
getting it right. Just that section. I'm concentrating on my vocal inflection, my cadence, and everything of just that little bitty section. And it allows me to hone in exactly and say exactly how I want it to sound for this 4 seconds or 5 seconds.
Right.
So
Absolutely. All right. So I have a couple complaints as well on this project. Not what you're thinking, but it's still my goddamn complaints.
yeah, go ahead.
Two of them. Peace should have been an entire song. That pissed me off. That I love that shit. I want a whole fucking song from Peace. That came in one of the songs.
That was after the end of Universal Language of Violence featuring you. Yeah, I threw that on there at the last minute just because I had it on tuck. It was just sitting in my files, and I was like, it got to just make it. Even if it ain't a song, it got to make it. So
that should have been a song. And also, Lady Destiny. You did. I think you did one verse. I call it the Rod Wave effect. Nah, man, that wasn't enough for me, bro. Like these are songs that I really, really like, and I just wanted more.
right.
When it comes to anyone besides myself, anyone who say, "Hey, man, I needed more from that," is it something that you will consider putting on a future project, or it is what it is? I'm sorry, that's what you get.
It's always the option. It's definitely always the option to throw that thing on, man. But yeah, definitely. What Boss is talking about, if y'all haven't heard by now, it's a song called ULOV. And it basically stands for the Universal Language of Violence, which talks about, whichever country, third world, first world, second world country, whatever language you speak, the one thing that all of these countries have in common is the universal language of violence. And when it comes to building what we have now in America, America would not be where it's at without understanding the universal language of violence. And that's what the song is about. It's featuring Bossman Blake. Salute to you for hopping on that thing. This song was actually done a long time ago. And the song Peace that Boss is talking about, I felt like putting something just nice and mellow at the end of it to contrast the language of violence that we were talking about. So that's basically why that was thrown on there at the end. I know when you heard it, you was like, "What the fuck was this thing adult?"
Hey, for real, bro. Like you say, it's mellow. It is, but the way you say that peace, that shit made me want to goddamn get up and slap the fuck out of every racist motherfucker in the world. For real,
Hey.
bro. If you disturbing my peace, I'm gonna slap the shit out your ass.
Right.
That's what.
Yeah. protecting your peace. That's what it's all. That's what when it comes to a woman that you're dealing with, when it comes to anybody, any situation, work, when it comes to the workplace, if your peace is not protected at work, it's the same thing. If you come home from work and your woman is doing this and nagging and shit, and you feel like you got to sit in the car for 10, 15 minutes just to adjust your mind and shit, just before you go, and like all the stand-up comedians say, you got to sit in the car for 10 minutes before you go into your woman. Like, that means your peace is not protected in that household. So that's the number one thing, man. For me, I just like peace, man. I like my peace. So yeah,
I agree with that 100%, my brother. Because I speak about that all the time. I talk to you about it all the time. And
yep,
my peace mean everything to me.
yeah,
You disturb my peace, we're gonna have a problem.
yeah.
So salute to you on that, but still you shortchanged me, bro. Lady Destiny, man, I love that song. It touched my heart because I actually have a song I never put out called Destiny because my oldest daughter's name is Destiny. And when
Mhm.
I heard that song, it touched my damn heart, man. And I think that's a part of why I feel like you shortchanged me on that one too, with that one verse, bro.
That one verse, right?
Yeah.
You know what? I think the reason why I did that, because that's actually a mixtape. That's actually a mixtape joint, man. There's a producer out of California named DJ Fresh. DJ Fresh is known for the Tonight Show. Slim. Hey, Hog TV in the chat. I know you know who DJ Fresh is. So that was a DJ Fresh beat, DJ Fresh production. So I didn't know if there was an actual song to that beat or not, but DJ Fresh got a YouTube channel and he puts up his beats. But I didn't know if it was another song to it or not because he works with so many artists. So that's kind of why I didn't put too much pressure on that, making that thing a real, it's kind of like a mixtape joint. But I threw it on there because I knew Distro Kid was going to love it.
Hey, I like the way you did that. So we're going to kind of switch gears a little bit, man, make things a little bit interesting.
Let's go.
And if y'all ever, been to my page on live from the front room, y'all know I have a segment that I've created, and it's called
Uh-oh.
Yeah, So I wish I'd have knew that I could have went a little harder because Jizzle is not just don't like the bullshit, and I understand that. So I said, you know what? I ain't gonna ask these, but if they hit me,
Hit
as I'm
me.
asking
Yeah.
questions, I am going to ask. All right. So Jizzle, you are now in the hot seat, my brother.
Let's go.
Let's get it. And these might not be hot as they should be because, like I said, I didn't know. But we're gonna crank it up like this. TP2, excuse me. TP2 or Confessions?
You said what?
TP2
Oh, the R. Kelly joint.
or Confessions?
Confessions, man.
Okay. Lyrics or delivery?
Man, come on. Come on, man.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
all right. No, hold on. Let me.
You done talked about both.
Okay, lyrics or delivery, and I'm assuming you do. You mean which one do I value more, lyrics
Right.
or delivery?
Absolutely. I'm gonna say lyrics.
Lyrics.
Okay, we'll leave that alone. All right, lyrics.
Yeah, it gotta be. It gotta be the lyrics, man. Because even if your delivery isn't all the way 100, if you are saying the right thing, then that can kind of be, you know. But
What if I would have said lyrics or wordplay?
I think it's better how you had it the first time.
Okay.
Because I would still choose lyrics. Because the thing is, when you got lyrics and your delivery isn't as dope, then I will take that over someone having all delivery, but they ain't saying shit.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Okay, I
So
got you.
yeah.
And I'm gonna take a quick pause. Miss Young did say she sent you your money. She want her album. So salute
Oh
to
yeah.
her for purchasing the
Got
album.
you see me looking down. I got, I definitely got Miss Young. Salute. Appreciate it. Thanks for giving that thing to me directly. You
Oh,
know, I
shout out.
definitely appreciate that. So yeah, you gonna have it. You gonna have it. I already got the file and everything. I just gotta send you the link to where it's at, Google Drive, and you'll have it.
Shout out the best bitch, Kim. I hate saying that because yeah, that's your name. Salute. Thank you for sliding through, Kim. You know what I'm saying? All right, back to the hot seat, man. All
Yeah,
right, M or 3 stacks?
and with 3 stacks, we gotta go with 3 stacks.
Mm,
Uh,
okay.
if I just do 2024, uh,
But you can't do
I've
that.
heard,
You can't do that. You gotta do the whole body of work and
I
your whole career.
I think what M does and what 3 stacks do are two different things, and I think I maybe value what 3 stacks does a little more than Eminem.
Okay. All right. Machiavelli or Life After Death?
I mean, we gonna go with Machiavelli on that.
Okay. All right. All right. TTFV1 or Volume 2?
Two.
All
That
right.
ain't no. That ain't no. Hey, PTF1 had 40 tracks on it, by the way.
Damn, I ain't know that. Shit.
Yeah, go to Bandcamp. It's on there. 2020, 40 tracks.
All right, so this one right here is picking the less. I hate to say the word evils, but that's what I'm gonna
The
say.
lesser evil.
Kanye LCW, man.
Kanye and Charleston White. I'm gonna go with the lesser evil is Kanye because he has talent.
Okay.
He has a talent that I value more besides just talking shit.
All right. And this next one, from where they started to where they ended. Meek or Cassidy?
From where they started to where they ended,
Mm-hmm. But you know what I'm saying.
Meek Mills or Cassidy. I gotta go with Meek because Cassidy don't even put out albums. He been putting out singles for 20 years. So I don't. I
Okay.
mean,
Let me cut that in half. Who's the best? Who are the better battle rappers?
the better battle rapper. I really can't judge off of Meek. I would say Cassidy in that situation just because he has a bigger body of work in battle rap.
Okay. All right. T.I. Wayne.
I'm going. I'm going with. I'm going with Ti.
Ooh, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I go with Ti.
Okay.
The fact that Wayne uses auto tune on 80% of his songs, his solo songs, you out of the race already just because you use auto tune so damn much.
Jay-Z or Nas?
uh,
Mm. Did I stump
full,
you?
full, full body of work, Jay Z and Nas. We talking full body of work here.
You can do full body of work, or you can just do the better lyricists or better artists. However you want to do it. I'll take any one of them. You just tell us why you choose. Why you choose. That's all I want to know.
For full body of work, just because Nas actually put out good projects this year and last year, it gotta be that just for the consistency and longevity. Even though we know if Jay actually wanted to do music, he probably would come out with something. But yeah, man, just to go off, yeah, like Brody said, Nasir, Godson.
Okay, since you're going all, I just have to ask to see if the answer is consistent. The lyricist, which one?
as a lyricist, Jay-Z or Nas, I go with Nas as well.
Woo.
Now,
Well,
what I will say, Nas can get sometimes. I think Nas. I wish the energy was there more sometimes, but just strictly lyrics and what's on the paper in front of him, I would say, yeah, not yeah, Nas.
all right. Rod Wave or Brother Lynch?
Well, that my brother. I would have to say, I hate to do it, but why you do this, man?
I
Why
got
you
to.
do?
Take a sip. You ain't got to.
Why you do this, man? I gotta go with the wave, man. Just because,
Oh.
like when we was talking about earlier, the delivery and the lyrics that you're actually saying, it's hard to disagree a lot of the times. Like you can listen to a whole Rod Wave song and agree with his thought process the whole time through the complete song. It's more relatable. So when I took earlier, what did I take? I took lyrics over delivery, and that's it right there because Brother Lynch cadence in his delivery is what I like more. Rod Wave sing raps. So of course, yeah, I would take his delivery and cadence over Rod Wave, but when it comes down to it, what Rod Wave is saying is more powerful.
Okay.
And it is more it's what black people need to hear. It's what people need to hear somebody who's I like hearing people who are down to earth. I like hearing people who are human. You know, a lot of the times when you hear somebody rapping, it's almost like they're like they're subhuman when the mic is cut on. I like people who I could really feel like I could really relate type shit. And if I was doing it, hey, if I was smoking wet sticks and fucking riding down the street drinking 40s and shit, like if I was wilding like that, I would say Brother Lynch, but I'm not doing that. I'm at a different place, you know, in my life right now where I'm just real about it when it comes to what I do and what I say on the song. So and that even goes back to when you asked the question about the conscious rapper. That's why I don't mind it because yes, I'm conscious of what I do for a living. Uh, I've mentioned what I do for a living on songs, like so. But I appreciate that in other artists, so that's what I give. So
Okay.
yeah.
So that would have been the last question, but I'm gonna try it anyway because I'm. This is one of the questions I said I'm not gonna ask, so I'm gonna ask it in this form: catalog for catalog, yours or the person that we don't mention on this page.
Man, don't do it.
Come on, man, come on.
Nah, hey, I said don't do it because it ain't no. I did 11 concepts on BSN Volume 3.
Okay, all right, we're gonna leave that way.
That's how I'm gonna answer it.
We,
Detox after that, there was one from him. So
we,
I was forced to say that.
no, you weren't. No, you weren't.
Nah,
No, you
nah,
weren't.
up here doing it, man. Hey, I'm just rolling with the punches, my brother.
Hey, that's why I said, nah, I ain't
Hey,
gonna ask these questions.
hey, because hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, you know.
So going back to when you started, because you the former group, there's nothing but brothers from different places in the U.S. What is the biggest lesson you have learned from then when you started to now with BMG?
The biggest lesson I learned is to when it comes to the business behind the music, because that's the only thing. That's the only reason why this channel is here now. That's the biggest thing that I learned. The biggest lesson I learned is the business behind the music. Of course, when you're a solo artist, you don't have to deal with that. But when you're in a group, you have to deal with different people's sensibilities. You have to deal with different people's emotions and their emotional intelligence. So that's the end of my answer.
All right, all right. Jody
Yeah.
say young hogs. All right, we're gonna take another music break. If you want to look in the brand tab and see if there's anything that you would like to choose for me to play, or you can just hit the play button yourself, and I'll go ahead and put the cover up, and you can
Oh, you
introduce.
want me to choose one?
Yeah, you go ahead and choose one. I'm gonna go ahead and put the cover up while I post.
And yeah, Jody, what that last little part that I mentioned, it wasn't about anything but the past 3 years. That's what I was talking about. So I just want to make that clear. I wasn't talking about anything before 3 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad you wrote that down.
Yeah, because I seen JJ said that in the chat. I was like, nah, I ain't talking. But yeah, definitely. What he said though is facts though. What he said, yeah, Young Hogs, Click Tight. That was definitely. I think the Click Tight MySpace is still up. MySpace was a thing for a minute. We definitely had that thing, but yeah, we're gonna go into the next track. I feel that it's only right, man, since Bossman Blake, you laid the red carpet out for me, and this is not the first time we done this. Every release, when it comes to members of, when it comes to BMG and this channel, anybody that drops a solo album, we do this with. So definitely, I did this to Boss when he just dropped Still Boss. What was it, about 4 months ago or something? I was up here asking him questions. So we do this often. Well, not often, but occasionally, whenever someone does decide to drop a solo project, we're gonna put them on the hot seat, come up here and talk shit. So, being that Bossman Blake has been so gracious to line these questions up and line this show up and all of that, put the bells and whistles on it, I think I'm gonna do a song from TTF V2. I think it's number 19 off it. It's called Priorities. And I'm very prideful about this song for a reason. If you listen to this album, it's a lot of concepts. It's not a lot of random raps on here, and I kind of wanted to move towards that. I'm a big fan of just coming on a song and rapping and just saying what the fuck I want to. But on this album, I was trying to do something. I was like, it was a specific thing I was trying to do. So this song is called Priorities, and it just came to me, when I'm at work and doing certain tasks, like I do maintenance, so I think I was doing some general HVAC work, changing filters, checking belts, and things like that. And while I do these tasks that are like robot work, because I like to really, when something's broken, I like to fix it. That's what I like to do. But when I have to do other tasks that are just more menial, I'll just think about what concepts can be had and what I haven't heard yet, what this project hasn't had. So this came on me one day. I was thinking about words because I'm a word nerd, and I was thinking, I said priorities, and then something sparked in me and realized that priorities is actually 4 words together. There's the word priorities, but there's also pry, like you pry open a cap of a can of soda, pry or a tease, like tease, like she trying to tell you that she want it. You know, like, so that's basically what it is. That's basically what the concept is, and it boils down to, whenever you say you meet a chick and you want to pry or a tease, meaning you want to see that person who she is in the beginning stages, but it doesn't happen that way. A lot of the times people put up a mask. So people will put up a mask and you really find out who they are later on. So that's basically what this concept is. It's called Priorities, and we're gonna get to it like this, man.
Let's get it.
I'm trying to look inside you to see that side you would leave at the door if I replied, take a seat. Just a little pride or a tease to see behind that mask that you bring. Little mama, listen. I'm trying to look inside you to see that side you would leave at the door if I replied, take a seat. Just a little pride or a tease to see behind that mask that you bring. Little mama, listen.
My mama told me I was something special. Now this is just a reference. Now I'm a king, so I come with blessings. These type of lessons I was taught as an adolescent. And you don't gotta be concerned, but I got a question. Check. When was the last time you felt love? Now take your time and think about it. Matter of fact, have a seat. Them nice legs and them pretty little feet, but it's a whole lot of nigga wanna see. My bad, baby, you can speak. Now I can tell she was thinking. The light that's on the cell started blinking. I already could tell by her features. This shit gon' give me hell, so I'm leaving. See, I mastered and excelled in deceiving. The shit, she a thief, like she came for the creeping. Kinda weird, she ain't speak. I really thought that she believed. I really thought she was conceited. When the cell phone was ringing, shit, I almost gave the chick the middle finger. Put it up and let it linger.
She tryna look inside you to see that side you would leave at the door if she replied, take a seat. Just a little pride or a tease to see behind that mask that you bring. Lil' homie, listen. She tryna look inside you to see that side you would leave at the door if she replied, take a seat. Just a little pride or a tease to see behind that mask that you bring. Lil' homie, listen. Yeah. Leave that mask in the car. She tryna see exactly who you are. Things always go good from the start. And them straps on the mask start off tight, and then they start to loosen. And from the jump, it's really quite conducive to fake relations. But eventually she see the real. All it takes is patience. I shouldn't have brought this mask with me. Now I'm at the door, looking into her eyes through her mask that she wore. Shit is crazy. Now we in this bitch like Halloween. That's what we doing. Two fake peas in a pod. Got the screw and shit. That's how we started. Man. Foundation built off fake shit, man. Shit wild. I'm trying to look inside you to see that side you would leave at the door if I replied, take a seat. Just a little pride or a tease to see behind that mask that you bring. And likewise, she trying to look inside you to see that side you would leave at the door if she replied, take a seat. Just a little pride or a tease to see behind that mask that you bring. The homie, listen. Homie, listen. Homie, listen. Homie, listen.
Listen. Yeah, man. You
Keep forgetting to come off of mute.
good?
That song right there is one of my faves on this project. Not because I'm on it, because I love the concept and I love how we actually came up with it. You know, priorities, it's just dope, man. That's just the type of dude Jizzle is, man, and it's nothing basic about him. You know what I'm saying? And he will make you step your game up. Either you're featured on his song or he's featured on yours. Don't come slacking. You feel me?
Appreciate it.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Carl Smith in the building. What's good?
Salute to Carol Smith in the building. So, we talked about, a little bit about the history, of, your music career and how things evolved to where they at now. You have a song on this project, and I think I spoke of it earlier when the brother Deuce popped up. And, I've been asking about Deuce, doing music and all that. And you finally got him on a goddamn song, man.
Oh, yeah.
And Deuce snapped on this song. Tell the people about Business Over Bullshit, man.
Business Over Bullshit is crazy because it's actually the last song before the outro. And it was actually the last song that it's the last song that was finished on the project. So most definitely, there's no really concept to it. I really, I was like, man, I gotta get Deuce on here, and it's what it was, man. And basically, shit just happened like that. It wasn't really nothing too deep about it when it comes to concepts or things like that. But just spitting. You was spitting. I was spitting. So, but I definitely did. I did appreciate Deuce when he did the roll call on it, and that led into my second verse, which I kind of expounded on whenever I came on it. So yeah, man, I definitely was fucking with that whenever I got it back from both of y'all brothers. So
Yeah, I was definitely happy to hear the brother on there, and even more happier to hear him do what Deuce do. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Deuce in the chat, man. I'm dropping a link just in case, anybody did want to come up and it scrolled up too high, feel free to do so. I think we pretty much, I got a few more questions, but they ain't what I wanted. But feel free to come up here, talk to the bro, show
yeah,
some.
the link just to explain because I already know. I don't know if bro and them know, but basically, if you hit the link and it'll bring you up on a panel or whatnot. You just hit the link and put your name in, and you'll be right there on your phone type shit.
Yeah. I would definitely love it that, all of them, but any of them came up would be super dope. But yeah, I do have another question. And I know how you are, Jizzle, so I have to word this question the right way.
Right.
If any, what artists, if any, again, motivated you or still motivates you to do music, man?
Yeah, it's in spurts. It's in spurts. Uh, Hell, you motivate me to do music.
Oh man.
Deuce motivate me to do music. Uh, when I hear Deuce and Jody on the track, Deuce and Nisha D, the people, them is the main people that do. Uh, but besides people that I know, uh, of course, when it comes to I mentioned Brother Lynch in the past. When it comes to delivery and cadence, when I listen to some of that throwback Lynch, man, it definitely it makes me want to get in that booth. I ain't gonna lie. One thing I will say is Big Boy is slept on. Listen to Miss Jackson and tell me Big Boy verse wasn't harder than 3,000.
Mm.
Listen to Big Boy. Listen to Big Boy verse on "I'm Sorry, Miss Jackson" and tell me his delivery and what he said wasn't 10 times above what Andre Three Stacks did on that song.
Hey, now
She just,
you're
she
gonna
just
make me go back and listen to it again
Yeah,
too.
go listen to it. She disconnected the lights and turned the lights off. Like the way he was rapping on there, it's a style of flow where it's an unorthodox style where you're not just Twister, right? You're not Twister. You're not New Age Busta Rhymes, just full throttle fast rapping. But it's like if I can make an analogy of the type of flow that I like. The type of flow that I like is like, say, if you gas and brake, gas, brake, gas. That's what I like. The full steam ahead. It's dope. And Twister made a whole lane off of it. Bone. A lot of other artists have done it just full throttle. But what I like the ability to gas and brake on that bitch and change paces, change and weave in and out. You weaving in and out of like the first two bars, one cadence, one rhyme. Bar three, and you smoothly transition into a whole completely other rhyme pattern, cadence, and all of that. It's just more fun for me. It's just more fun. It's more exciting. It's like it makes it really action packed. So I don't know if anybody in the chat go back and listen to "I'm Sorry, Miss Jackson." I know it was a commercial song, that we heard a million times. But after hearing me speak, go back and listen to that "I'm Sorry, Miss Jackson" and tell me Big Boy wasn't gassing on that bitch.
Mm.
Man, look, I had to put
Mm.
that look in there. How I start my shit off. Man, look.
Yo, we gonna get into another song, probably one of the last songs we play tonight. But it's
Okay.
a question that I want to ask, and I don't know the answer, but if the answer is what I'm thinking, that's up to you to answer. But loyalty and betrayal.
I got something for you.
That song is a real song, bro. Real
I got
shit.
something for you.
What motivated that song? What
You're right.
motivated you to do that song? And if it has a background story to it, the people want to know.
All right. So loyalty and betrayal. No, there's no background story. There's no background story to the song. I was not thinking about anybody when I made the song. The the clear and concise goal of the song is there's here you got loyalty. Here you got betrayal, right? The purpose of the song, and I said it in the song, is to draw parallels, to make them meet in the middle, to try to make you think the whole time the song's going, what are the parallels between loyalty and betrayal? People would say they're antonyms. So my goal on the concept for the song was make you think that maybe they could be synonyms. And that was the complete and honest to God truth when it comes to loyalty and betrayal. Now, dealing with the situations we've been through, as me and you over the past couple of years, 2.5 years, you would think I'm talking about a specific situation, but I'm actually not. My actual goal was strictly to draw the parallels and make you and blur the vision, blur the line. There's a clear and concise line between loyalty and betrayal. The point of the song is to line to kick that line in the sand out the way and move all the dust together to where loyalty and betrayal seem have more parallels than you initially thought. So that was the concept to it, man. Salute. Appreciate that, JJ, man.
Wow. Now I'm gonna have to go listen to that song with a second ear because
Right,
I'm thinking in my head right now, loyalty and betrayal. I mean,
right.
like you say those are complete opposites, but
They
you
are.
that you try to line it up with a parallel, and I
Right.
don't see how in the hell. Now I'm gonna listen to it again. Hell, we might listen to it tonight. Who knows?
But hey, that was kind of the point of it, man. Uh, and that's that. I think that goes back to my inner argument spirit, where I'll try to argue a position that I don't even agree with. And when it comes to debate, that's something like, and you laughing because that's kind of an inside joke because we up here we definitely we talk about topics up here. We don't just talk about music, we talk about everything. So me and Boss definitely have had our share of disagreements when it comes to new or even Dot coming up, or we have these disagreements about these things, and that's one of the things that you know it happens. People very passionate about their beliefs. Boss, you are. I am very passionate about my beliefs. Whether we talking about whatever we talking about, but yeah, man, it's just in the spirit of debate, man. I love debate. I love dialogue with people. I love speaking. I feel like communication and the ability to communicate with people is one of the highest levels of mental sparring. And I feel like if people really break it down, uh, it's entertaining to me. It's entertaining to me. So
Yeah,
I'll leave it at that.
You got regardless, whatever the topic is or whatever the question is, you ask Jizzle. Y'all have a topic, a good discussion. You give him your opinion on the situation or the story. Jizzle will try his damn hardest to find a way to disagree with your ass, nigga. For real, for real. So when
Ayo.
he with me, I be like, okay, I'm on to some shit.
Yeah. But you know what? The thing that, and I believe I believe that's healthy dialogue. And the thing I talked to you about this behind the scenes, like when you are in these conversations, when you're having these debates, don't be afraid to tell the person when they're right. You're not losing a debate. Like what you'll notice with me and Boss, we'll disagree completely.
Yeah.
But when we say something that we agree with, we also say what we agree with, what you said, but we gonna tell your motherfucking ass that this shit here, though, you got a little issue here. You need to tighten up on this shit.
Tighten up. Tighten
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Hey, what is what's his real initial D? I know this is
That's D. I mean, that's Deuce little brother, man. That's Deuce.
I don't want to call him Deuce little brother. We got it. All right. What is he talking about on the screen, bro? That's what I want to know.
Nah, he I seen that shit and I was like, nah, he just having fun,
I
man.
kind of figured he was
I'm glad you came through, D, man. He just having fun, man. That's all it is.
No, I figured because he put the cap at
Yeah. He said he called cap on himself. Goddamn
on
it.
his own self. Shit.
Right.
So let's go ahead and go into the song, man, with me, you, and Deuce, man. Go ahead and introduce that, man, and we'll jump into that one. Go ahead and get ready and wrap things up, man.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, man. It's called Business Over Bull. That's what it's called. That's basically it, man. Deuce in it, NWEKT Deuce. Subscribe to that channel. Any new faces you see, subscribe to them, and that's what it is. That's day one for real. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into it
all day long, man. Here's Business Over Bullshit featuring Deuce and your boy Boss. Let's do it.
BMG Nationwide. Look, it's business over bullshit. I'm cooking up after the full split. This that black royalty that sprung up from the soil from beneath the concrete. But the way it happened is beyond me. Feeling like the seed that was planted was ordained. I stayed the course and made my voice rain. Gave it some time, cause there is not one voice in that bottle that could void pain. Shit is so insane. Drowned it out, no buoyance in my brain. It's my therapy to handle my disdain. This shit hard to explain. Business over bull.
I run the business and I stand on it. So never try me like a bitch. I'm a man, homie. These niggas try to slide on me. That ain't how I ride, homie. Just take a look in both eyes, homie. My business on my mind, homie. And now these niggas switching sides on me. That let me know they keeping eyes on me. But why they telling lies on me? Shit, it might just be they pride, homie. And it don't come as a surprise. They just will drop a couple lines on them.
And as this saga continues, let your mind be the audience as I guide you through the venue. More or less, it's less than nothing. One time.
I can't stop what I've been thinking. I can't help which chop I'm choosing. Money moves, so I'm banking. Staying vigilant with my movements. Can't be losing improvement. Leg up on them like an illusion. Money moving, it go from your pocket till you gotta use it. When it's booming, that's the plank. You take an L and keep it moving. Just go do it. The bullshit could be lengthy, not like a ruler. Learn the half of why these niggas so comfortable with the jeweler. Find your purpose, do your thing, and then loop it just like a hula hoop. Hody hoop, Percy Miller, nigga, you a Rudy Pope.
One time,
nationwide,
back to back with it, no slack in it. And
Dr. James,
BLG,
hey Deuce, Initial D, Jody Mac.
The foundation was that. Now I'm on my second wind. Every time I bounce back, I find another angle to lend. It went from B-Sec to bank. 3 years in the making, but no mistaking. This nationwide shit embedded in me. Blake told me this shit all about consistency. People gravitate to the like-minded, no matter how far that the distance. Beyond rapping, this shit is more than music, and I say that till I go. It's more than music, I'ma say that till I go. Ghost. Hey though, and salute the big homie New, Initial D, Jody, Deuce, Boss, Crucial, help ride out. BMG and Nationwide. BMG and Nationwide. Help ride out. BMG and Nationwide. BMG and Nationwide.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Business over bullshit. Hey, man, this is TTFV2, man, the release party, man. I think we got some questions in the chat. At least one I know. I might have missed it, Ben. It's my fault, but do you see which one she's talking about, Joseph?
I'm looking up now.
Yeah, if you
Looking
got
up
any
right.
questions, if we missed it, man. Trust me.
You say ass for titties. I will not let you leave until you ask me that. I'm gonna say ass.
Uh-oh.
Uh, uh, hey, I'm indifferent, man. Hey, I'm gonna say ass and titties, but if you just got a pedicure and you ain't got no shit hanging off the side of your feet, or you got that little pinky toe with the little smidget of toe on the little smidget of nail on the shit, like I don't be fucking with that shit. I like a nice set. I like a nice 10. You can't have you got 10 toenails and you got three of them polished. I don't like. I like a complete package. I like the face. I like it all. Goddamn it. So there you go, Bams. I'm gonna go up. Melanated Agenda said, I don't want to get her wrong. I don't want to get her wrong, but I can't find the question. But it basically said, what was the reason why you stopped 420ing? Why you stopped smoking?
Good question.
Good question. And it boils down, man, to just I didn't like it. Just wasn't doing nothing for me no more. Like it was, and of course, it was doing something to me. But I feel like it wasn't doing nothing that I needed anymore. Like I literally smoked from the age of 13 to 30. Like I just didn't need. But that's not a knock against anybody who does, especially people with who have issues, uh, or you just like to do it recreational. That's not to knock to anybody because shit, all my folks smoke, so I don't. It's just a personal preference. And another thing, I ain't gonna lie, I do this music, and one thing I was noticing is that when I used to smoke, I would get less work done. And all right, let me tell you what used to happen. I used to smoke, right? And I would have 4 different beats up all at one time on different projects. And I would start a hook to each one of those beats, but none of them would get finished. Hey, I'm just telling you what it is, man. And I started seeing that shit, and after a pattern of seeing this shit, I'm like, why is this happening? And then I was like, well, let me just go and drink my little beer and come in here, and then shit was getting done. So I was like, well, and then it made me think about my problems and shit. Like it made me think about shit too much. Like I think too far deep in the shit. Like why am I examining this fucking shit this deep? Like I don't want to think about this hard, but the weed is making me hit the weed and so it was like, man, it's a personal preference, man. But that's nothing against anybody who's still out there blowing it down, cheaping on that good old goo.
Yeah, I think your brother said that. Who that was? One of them said they've been blowing it down the whole motherfucking show. Shit.
Hey, I'm pretty sure they have.
I ain't mad at you. Yeah, if anybody asks a question and I missed it, man, definitely put it back in the chat again if you don't mind. Or like I said, you
Yeah.
want to come up here
It was a couple things I kind of just wanted. I'm gonna just. There's a couple songs I wanted to kind of highlight on this project. And I know I'm the interviewee, but damn it, I wanted to talk about a couple songs. There's a song on there called "Higher Than You Ever Been."
Mm.
And this song, Boss, there's been a few cases that we've covered, stories that we've covered when it comes to fentanyl and what's happening in America right now, and how it's getting laced and everything from the perks to the heroin to the everything, man. So definitely that song right there is a story. It's kind of from a storyteller's perspective. Um, But that song right there, it's becoming one of my ones. I hate it, and I'm being real candid right now. The audio on that one isn't right, and I hate it. But the average ear wouldn't hear. But there's some parts of it that I couldn't get right because when I did it, I had to gain up on my mic too much. And this, I probably shouldn't say this, but I don't really give a damn, to tell you the truth. I'm just tell you how it is. So yeah, that song is definitely one for me that I really kind of I take pride in that song, because one thing about it, when it comes to drug use and things like that, people don't talk about it in songs enough. I feel like it's in the culture. Why not talk about it?
You want to hear it? Because matter of fact, that's the song I put on that short, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all a little fun fact story real quick, man. So
Go ahead, boss.
I made a short for Jizzle, you know what I'm saying? To promote the live or whatnot.
And I appreciate it, man, because ain't nobody doing that for me, man. I need all the promo help, man. If anybody don't know, Bossman is the fucking YouTube wizard, man. He know how to do shit, man. That to get shit up, man. So I take notes when Boss talk. Let me just put that out there. All right, you go ahead. My bad.
It was a part of the song, and I just ran. I think it was part of the beginning of the damn song.
Yeah,
close to it, and I just made it where it comes in and fade out. And right. I said, I was like, yeah, man, here you go, man. If you want to throw this up, whatever. He said, cool, man, appreciate it, thanks. I think it was probably some hours later.
Yeah.
I get an inbox like, man, I hope these fucking idiots around here don't think what I'm saying in that song is me, and they just take it for the art of storytelling.
Right.
And in my head, I'm thinking like, nigga, what? How did you even think of that? Because when I put it out, I wasn't even thinking about what he was saying. I heard what he said.
Right.
I heard the whole album. But I know about the whole song because I listened to it. It's a storytelling song.
Right.
And this nigga hit me with that shit. I was like, nigga, really? Jizzle, hey, people, I think everybody in the chat know you, Jizzle. They know what you stand for. They know what you represent. For anybody who would have took that motherfucking short and ran with it like, man, this nigga ain't about what the fuck he be talking about.
Yeah, because it started off. I was like, I got a new batch and it's so fire. Forget that old shit. This will take you higher. Some shit like I started off talking about is a storyteller, so I was acting like I was a drug dealer up fentanyl. That's how the song.
Hey, I got a new batch and it's so fire. Yeah, forget that old shit. This will take you higher. He said, I heard it all. You singing to the choir. I said, you might be wrong. Just go ahead and try it. Just don't do it now. Custo left with a smile. He started off with Oxycontin. Now he's speedballing. ACL torn in high school, started popping pills. Doctor got them calls so much he couldn't get them prescriptions filled. Just trying to cope with it, got hooked on opiates. Couldn't stop. Try to wean it off on heroin, and now we can't find a vein. Can't find a lane to push that shit through. Tolerance so high it's just to get through. But if you take this here, you gon' be higher than you ever been. Once he hit it with that fit, not too much, just a little bit. Say you never felt like this. Mix it with that boy, mix it with that girl. This that lethal swirl, shit that'll rock your world. Once it's laced, you gon' be higher than you ever been. Percocet mixed with fit, not too much, just a little bit. Say you never felt like this. Mix it with that boy, mix it with that girl. This that lethal swirl, shit that'll rock your world. Once it's laced, you gon' be higher than you ever been. He never felt the drug like this. Had to call the plug just to give him credit. Had to get administered. Came from the medics. Could've lost his life, but he went back twice. Had to get some more. Losing this battle like what am I here for? I started to get sick, then I wanted some shit. Not the regular shit though. I need that shit that'll blow my mind. I just hope that I don't overdose on the same drug 2 times. Caught a plug like, hey, give me that shit you gave me before. That shit was dope. After I copped, I met this woman walking through the streets. You need some Looking like she needed to pick me up. I said, come with me. Back to the motel, then I let her in. Told her, here, take this medicine. Hey, look, you gon' be higher than you ever been. Once you get up with this fit, not too much, just a little bit. Say she never felt like this. Mix it with that boy, mix it with that girl. This that lethal swirl, shit that'll rock your world. Once it's laced, you gon' be higher than you ever been. Percocet mixed with fit, not too much, just a little bit. Say she never felt like this. Mix it with that boy, mix it with that girl. This that lethal swirl, shit that'll rock your world. Once it's laced, you gon' be higher than you ever been. Once it's laced, you gon' be higher than you ever been. You be higher than you ever been. Once it's laced, you gon' be higher than you ever been. He hit her with that fit. Hit him with that fat. He hit him with that fat. Cautionary tales in this nation where affliction dwells. Now ride.
Cautionary tales in this nation where afflictions dwell. Yeah, man.
That song hard as fuck. Man. So we done played, I can't even count, I can't remember.
About 5 of them things, man.
And there's so many more songs on this project that you haven't heard. So, man, go cop the project, man. This brother is one of the dopest underground artists, independent artists the game never heard. I stand 10 toes on that shit, and I don't say this type of shit just because Jizzle my partner. I say that shit because it's true, man. One thing, if you know me, if you know Jizzle, we don't cap for nobody. And I think the people in our chat are the same way. They speak their fucking mind. That's what we do over here. We stand on what we believe and what we hear and what we see. The truth is the truth is the truth. You don't have to remember shit if you speak the truth. Real shit. And Jizzle speak nothing but the truth in his music.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey,
said.
Let me just share this real quick and I'll give you the flow.
Oh, you got it.
It's been songs that been submitted and Jizzle will tell y'all, nah, I can't get on that because if that's not who he is, he ain't fucking rapping on it. If your hook is rapping about some shit that he never lived, he ain't getting on it. And I respect that shit, bro. I respect that shit. So
appreciate it.
When you listen to Jizzle, just know ain't no cap in this rap, bro. You got
it. Appreciate it. Damn, I don't. I don't forgot what I was about to say, but most definitely, man, it's definitely something on there everybody can relate to. I had we remember, boss, we had a conversation about songs for the ladies, and I think there's one song for the ladies that's specifically geared toward the ladies on this, and I think I said something like, a real woman will want to hear a black man speak like this. So they all for the ladies, or some shit like that. I said.
What song was
that? Make Me Say.
Oh, I can go get it. Go ahead. I can go get that.
I wasn't saying that to make you play it. I was, you can play it if you want, but yeah, the one for the ladies is Make Me Say. But what I was basically saying that to say, when it come down to it, there's not really songs geared for the ladies on this album. But like I said, I'll say it once again, ladies who respect how a man speaks and what he's talking about, they all for the ladies. They for everybody. They cross genders. It's a cross gender relation when it comes to it. So I just want to throw it. But yeah, Make Me Say, that's the one for the ladies though. Featuring Boss on that thing. You feel me?
But there's one song that I definitely have to play before we get up out of here, and I will play You Make Me Say as well. because I was actually listening to the project like I have been doing since you sent it to me. Um, it is a song on this project, and I don't know if it's the same because it just sounded different. But I remember Taboo. I ain't even gonna say no more. I just want y'all to hear this, man, before we get up out of here, man. This song right here, I gotta get you to talk to us about this one before we leave, bro. Y'all check this song.
How could I fear what I don't understand? It's another way of living unlike you. It's taboo to you. That don't mean it's wrong. That don't mean you crazy. That don't mean that you can't see through the stigmas they taught you in class. Who ever thought to divide us in a nation full of flagrant limitations? Feeling caged in this saga goes on. A lot of things can be learned by the people we prejudge, and that's why I'm speaking this song. I know that it feels so unnatural, a little bit taboo to put yourself in their shoes. I know it's so hard. Most won't even do it. They just say they stupid and continue putting up
song, and it's basically talks about how, like, all right, we're in America, right? So in the Philippines, oh
Oh,
shit.
shit. We hold on. We gotta shut up. Hold on, let me make sure.
Hold on, man.
Hold on, let me cover up the
Nah,
screen
that's
first.
she asked for the link. She asked for the link. I didn't know which one she was talking about, but
Man, this the first melanated agenda. I've never even heard her voice before.
I have. What's good?
Can you hear me?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
I'm sorry, I'm on delay.
Yeah, you good.
What's
I
going on,
think
Emmy?
I will back out and come back in because it seems like I'm on a delay.
All right, we be here.
All right, that'll work. We'll be here.
But yeah, the taboo, when it comes to that taboo track, what I was saying was basically we're in America, right? But there's people in the Philippines who eat embryos. It's called balut. They eat embryos of chickens. These are embryos. They haven't even hatched yet. It's like a little egg looking shit. And they eat that shit. It's a delicacy to them. But in America, you think a chicken embryo, I would never eat that shit, right? You would never eat that shit because you in America and you grew up in a certain culture where that is taboo to you. But to them, it's a delicacy. And that was basically what that song talks about is not understanding people, but having respect for people that you don't understand. So that was definitely the concept of that song.
And that's what I picked up. And it just took me back to the conversations we have on the channel. And when people speak, when we talking about certain um, topics, and maybe some people don't agree on what we speaking on, instead of down in this person's opinion, try to understand.
Right.
That's why I picked up from it, and I
Yeah.
didn't know if you was hitting on that or not. That's why I wanted to play it, because it's like we done ran into that situation several times.
Oh yeah.
Where we done had heated conversations on this channel, on my channel, where we talking about some deep shit, and it can go left real quick if you just don't even try to understand somebody else's thought process. But
Yeah.
welcome back, man.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so very much. I think I'm still on a delay. I just wanted to show love to YJ and his 18,000 production. Y'all ain't ready.
Mm. I
Talk.
appreciate you coming
I
up
just
here.
wanted to show Thank you. I appreciate it. But um, when I first heard you, when Majestic introduced me to you, I knew what the fuck. I knew you was on some shit, and I just been loving you ever since. You have the lyrics, the cadence, the song. I'm sorry, not song selection, the beat selection, and you are one of the underrated rappers. So I appreciate you, and I don't come up often, but
I
I
know.
did have to come up to you.
Hey, you know what?
I
Timing, timing is everything. Timing is everything. I'm so glad that you did come up. Uh, I'm gonna drop the link again, just in case anybody else want to come up before we get up out of here. But most definitely, you got anything else you was trying to get off?
The only thing I would like to say other than that is support your underrated rappers. Support the underground. Because this mainstream shit, it ain't no nothing but I just want to say, hello, Bossman. I'm sorry I didn't speak to you. Hello, everybody else, whatever, but I wanted to get that off and I just wanted to say, um, we appreciate real rap, and I'm out.
Real shit. We appreciate you, MA. Thank you, MA. Real talk. We
And
appreciate
that
that.
was Melanated Agenda from the chat coming up, man. You don't know how good that made me feel, man. Y'all don't know how good that made me feel, man. I got the Kool-Aid smile with the gap too. You ain't see the Kool-Aid man with that, but I got it, goddamn it. And I'm standing in my shit, damn it. But yeah, definitely salute the MA. Like I said, she's one of the two day one supporters. The other one would be definitely Professor Cupcake and a Nikki New, which I seen in here earlier. And actually, uh, Cupcake is actually, or Anna Nikki New is actually on one of the songs she's doing on Platinum. Platinum Nirvana is the song. I got a whole project with. For those who don't know, I do got a whole project that's centered around Buddhist theology or around Buddhist ideas, Buddhist morals and principles. It's from the book called the Dhammapada. If you look on Amazon, type in Dhammapada, you will find a book. And to me, it kind of represents kind of like the Buddhist Bible. And what I did and what she did inspire me to do was basically read it for one, and it's not a long read. I read it, and basically we did 12 songs and put out a whole project centered around those thoughts and ideas. And on TTF V2 is the last one that me and Cupcake did together, which wasn't on the first project. So it's kind of like a resolution, and it's very um, it's kind of full circle with it. That's why I'm glad it made the project. I definitely asked Cupcake, and she was like, "Yes, of course, put it on there." Uh, definitely. So, definitely salute to Cupcake, salute to MA, man, for coming up here. Good hearing your voice.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Yeah, that was definitely a pleasant surprise
Yeah,
because I've never heard MA voice. I know she's been rocking with you and she's been rocking with BMG.
oh yeah,
She been since I've known you. I've known her, and
right.
salute her. Same thing with with Nikki New, but I think that's a great song to go out with. Um, so I'm gonna give you the flow before we end this thing, man, and then we're gonna end it with that song. So you got the flow, my brother.
I ain't really got too much else to say. I've been up here talking. Definitely tomorrow on my channel, I will be dropping around 10 a.m. I will be dropping a 40-minute blog where I just sit in front of the camera and I talk about every single song on there. So I talk about all 29 songs. It'll be it'll be a premiere. It'll look like a live, but it's a premiere. which will be put up on my channel tomorrow around 10 o'clock a.m. Central Time. So, and it's basically I go down track for track because right now we at 2 hours. Me and Boss, we usually do an hour and a half to 2 hour live streams, and we try to keep it around there. We definitely have gone over the 2:30, especially when the brother Neutro up here, man. You know, getting in that good discussion, man. So, but definitely tomorrow, go to my channel, YJ the Author. Just type that if you ain't subscribed to it. Type that in the YouTube search, and I'm gonna be right there. And come through and shit. You'll get all the links you need, and you'll get a detailed breakdown of every song on the album, from the inception of the song to the concept and to my intention of the song. So definitely, man, I've never done that before. It's definitely 40 minutes of me just straight talking. I don't think I even took a breath for the whole 40 minutes. But that's what it felt like because I was tired of the motherfucker. After I finished that, I said, God damn, I made it. But yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and get out here. What we going to ride out with, man?
Man, we going to end the night. I think it's great to end it this way because she's one of your day ones. If you look at we're going to do a platinum Nirvana.
And definitely salute to you, bro, man. You made this shit happen, man. I like how you did it, man. You set the scene, and definitely appreciate, man, for all this continued support, man, over the years, bro. Because there's definitely ain't no shit that happened overnight. When it comes to the channel that we on right now, we started from 0 subscribers. Was about a year ago or something, but you know, to be right now and see the support and whatnot. Rider Creator in the building. What's good? Definitely on the 23rd. Around the 23rd, just one more thing I want to throw in there. Around the 23rd, we're going to do a Salute for the Ladies live stream because, you know, it's an overwhelmingly more women than men that do support the channel. So we're doing our annual Salute to the Ladies live stream in which we'll be, you know, throwing some cash apps out there and whatnot and just showing giving back to the people type thing, doing a raffles type style thing with the chat. And, you know, the guys, they definitely can show up too and be a part of it. But we do that specifically for the ladies. Like I said, the fellas can show up. And I think it was somebody, this was dude that won last year. I think Bobby BK won last year on one of them. And we still gave, you know, we just want to put something back, give something back to the ladies that have been supporting, because that's overwhelmingly who supports us on this channel. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But definitely salute, man, to everybody out there. Definitely much appreciated. I had fun making the album. It's been 4 years in the making, 3-4 years in the making. And man, we're gonna ride out and keep pushing this good music. Salute to Deuce, salute to JJ, Initial D, salute to Slim Hall, salute to my mama for making me. You know, goddamn it. Salute Boss, salute Neutro, salute Crucial, Bams, Melanated, Jenna D Love, Miss Young, Charlize, 80s Baby. Everybody that came through the live chat, Carol Smith, if I'm forgetting you, I'm sorry. But, hey, I'm about to ride out like that, though, man.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all held it down for real.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. We going to rock out with Platinum Nirvana featuring Nicki New, man. Y'all have a good night. Y'all go run them numbers up.
Oh, yeah.
Goddamn album, man. Let's go, man. Oh, gotta turn it up first, boss. Yo, dumb ass.
Experiment from the world. Difficult to obtain is the conception of men. Difficult is the hearing of the true law.
Yeah. Word to the woke, even to the sleep. But you don't wanna wake up if you in a dream. Free fall from the egotistic things. Bound to the world, tied to the lies inside. The pride then becomes shiftless. Pure bliss in the abyss. You like, what is this? Then I ask the same. How could I ascertain the master reigns to control this massive flame inside my brain that's telling me what? Go along with the world, go along with the Joneses. Told me I ain't on what is meditation, what it's gonna take for these changes. Sad to say, but we can't go back to the basics. That's all bad. You finish how you start, and I ain't trying to have a vision that y'all had. It's all in due time. Sit back and rewind. That booty talk been running off through my mind. Let's rock. Talk to him.
The awakened called patience the highest penance, long suffering the highest nirvana. He is not an aesthetic who insults others. Not to blame, not to strike, to live restrained under the law, to be moderate in eating, to sleep and sit alone, and to dwell on the highest thoughts. That is the teaching of the awakened.
Looking through their eyes, see a whole lot of plight. Wishing he could help everybody in the fight. Grew up under watch, now there's nobody in sight. Alright, sit back and observe. From a sheltered life to a place where the shelter's none. To the families, the wealth is stunned. From the ones that were shunned. From the daughters and sons, reaching for crumbs, And that's the journey that transpires. No more trying to find comfort in world desire. So he had to clamp down like a pair of pliers. Cause his time is not yet expired. But the lesson was learning the suffrage acquired. Patience, forged by the fire. Reborn to a whole nother form and fashion. Nirvana is something that's everlasting. What does that mean to me? What does that mean to you? You gon' have to find the Buddha inside. No one is a preacher here. Not at all. This is not even a meager steer. It's all you. Gotta do it yourself. It's not up to nobody else. Word to the woke, even to the sleep. Listen close, cause it do get deep. Let Nikki New speak.
This verse is about you. A supernatural person, a Buddha, is not easily found. He is not born everywhere. Wherever such a sage is born, that race prospers. Happy is the arising of the awakened. Happy is the teaching of the true law. Happy is the devotion of those who are at peace. He who pays homage to those who deserve homage, whether the awakened or their disciples, those who have overcome the hosts of evils and crossed the flood of sorrow, he who pays homage to such as have found deliverance and know no fear, his merit can never be measured by anybody.